There is still no clarity on who will be the next Prime Minister of Malaysia. After the two coalitions in the running to form government failed to get the requisite numbers, all eyes are now on the King, who will now pick the next Premier. The political stalemate continues in Malaysia, this even after the King met the leaders of Pakatan Harapan and the Perikatan Nasional on Tuesday. Today, the ruler has summoned all 30 lawmakers of the ruling Barisan National to his palace. These politicians will have to meet the King individually in a few hours from now. These meetings come after Malaysia's 15th general elections resulted in a hung parliament. Both Pakatan Harapan and Perikatan Nasional were unable to win enough votes to form the government. The King had asked both the parties to work together to form a unity government. However, Perikatan Nasional rejected the proposal. The delay in forming the government prolongs the political instability in Malaysia. The country has seen 3 prime ministers in 3 years. The delay is also likely to worsen the already bleak economy in the country. Meanwhile, the King advised the citizens of Malaysia to remain patient and calm during the process. The Malaysian police also warned residents from posting provocative content on social media to prevent unrest. And for more on this, we are now being joined by Dr. Azmi Hassan. He's a political analyst from Kuala Lumpur. Dr. Azmi, welcome to the program. What is causing this deadlock in the country? And will the King be able to convince these individual members of Barisan National to stand down and support the leader of the winning party and also form a unity government?
Yes, Eric, I think if Barisan National, they have 30 representatives right now, or members of parliament, if they make a decision en bloc, meaning that 30 of them make a decision either to support Perikatan Nasional or to support Pakatan Harapan, this impasse can be resolved now, as soon as possible. But the problem is that there are 2 camps in Barisan National, and that's the reason why the King is calling individual, 30 of them, individual, to meet the King so that the King can make a decision who supports who. Either the individual support Perikatan Nasional or Pakatan Harapan. So I guess the King need to make a decision maybe in the next few hours who has the majority. And regarding your question, Eric, regarding the unity government, as it is right now, it is quite impossible for the 2 main bloc, which is Pakatan Harapan and also Perikatan Nasional, to work together. It's quite impossible because the bad blood, the suspicions between these 2 blocs are so great that they just cannot work together for the nation, for the people. So I guess Malaysian has to wait another few hours before the King made his decision, Eric.
Dr. Azmi, what will happen if at all this stalemate persists?
Yeah, that's what we are not hoping that will happen. We are hoping that the King will come to a decision. I'm hoping that the 30 Barisan Nasional have a majority to support either Perikatan Nasional or Pakatan Harapan. We have been gone, as you mentioned a few minutes ago, for the last 4 years, and for the last year we have 3 prime ministers, 3 different types of government, and that's the reason why we are going for the general election last Saturday. And we are not expecting this to be happen, and we are not ready for another general election. What we want is a government to get the job done, to administer the country as soon as possible. So there are no 2 other ways. It's either the unity government or the minority government. I think that's the way we need to go from here, Eric.
Right. Finally, Dr. Azmi, the hung parliament has already done some damage to Malaysia's economy and markets. What will be the impact of the hung parliament prolonging, and who really holds the key to make things better for the country?
Yeah, that's correct. I think if the hung parliament continues persist until December, a special parliament sitting need to be called by the interim prime minister, which is the incumbent before this, Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri, because by January, the salary of civil servant, which is very, very critical here, need to be paid. That's only one part of it. There are other parts of it. Economic policies, economic decision is all on hold. And to answer your question regarding who hold the key, it is the Barisan National, the 30 MPs. Even though they lost, even though they have the least among the main bloc, but they hold the decision. But as I mentioned just now, they just cannot make a decision en bloc, meaning that the 30 of them cannot make one simple solution, either this or that. They just cannot come to an agreement. So I think the Barisan National 30 MPs is holding the decision right now, or whether they are holding the nation to the ransom. We can look it in either way. It is correct, Eric.
Let's wish and hope for the best for Malaysia. Dr. Azmi Hassan, thank you very much for giving us time today.
Thank you.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.